Welcome back, collectors, treasure hunters, and lovers of world coins. Today we dive deep into a small but truly fascinating masterpiece of French numismatics, the 20 centimes 1985 coin, often overlooked, beautifully designed, carrying a golden tint and, in high quality, now reaching surprisingly strong values on today's numismatic market. Get comfortable, because we're going to explore its history, design, metal composition, rarity, grading importance, market evolution, and how high-grade specimens, just like the one you see today, are entering the auction world with impressive dollar values. Imagine it's the mid-1980s in France. The franc is still king, circulating everywhere from bakeries in small villages to luxury boutiques in Paris, and in your hand, you feel a bright, lightweight, golden-colored coin, the 20 centimes 1985. This little coin witnessed the everyday life of France long before the euro took over, and today, decades later, collectors around the world are rediscovering how truly charming and valuable this piece can be. Now let's admire the artistry. On the obverse, we see the elegant profile of Marianne, symbol of the French Republic, a representation of liberty, reason, and the spirit of the nation. Her hair flows with classical grace, embodying the ideals of the French Revolution. Turn the coin over, and the reverse shines with the motto Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, the three pillars of French identity. And at the center, the proudly inscribed 20 centimes, surrounded by wheat ears and olive branches, symbols of prosperity, peace, and agricultural abundance. Yes, it's a small coin, but it carries the entire soul of the Republic. The 20 centimes of this era is made of Nordic gold, a copper-aluminum alloy that gives the coin a natural golden shade. It is not real gold, but the warm golden glow is unmistakably attractive, especially when well preserved. A fresh, lustrous, high-grade 1985 piece truly stands out, catching the light like a miniature medal. In numismatics, condition is everything. You might find dozens of worn 20 centimes coins for pocket change, but a specimen in superb or brilliant uncirculated condition, like the one featured today, is a completely different subject. A coin preserved without scratches, still shining, with all the tiny details sharp and crisp, becomes a collector's prize. High-grade coins from everyday circulation periods often become much rarer over time, because most were used, lost, or damaged. Only a handful survive in exceptional state. Now let's talk about the part everyone wants to know. How much is this coin worth today? A regular circulated 1985 20 centimes may sell for very little, sometimes under $1, but when you enter the world of superior condition coins, especially those graded by professional grading services, everything changes. High-grade examples, clean surfaces, bright golden tone, nearly perfect strike, can reach premium values in today's action-driven numismatic market. At recent collector auctions and online marketplaces, beautiful specimens have been listed and sold at significant markups, and sometimes collectors are willing to pay of $57,000, and in rare cases even above that level, for coins with exceptional eye appeal. The trend is clear. High-quality French franc-era coins are becoming more desirable year after year. For investors, this is a modern, affordable entry point into numismatic appreciation. For collectors, it's a golden opportunity, literally and figuratively. Why is this tiny coin gaining momentum? Because it's an iconic symbol of pre-Euro France. Because its golden shade and elegant design make it visually appealing even to beginners. Because top-condition pieces are becoming harder to find every year. And because coins like this, simple, historic, connected to real daily life, often carry more emotional value than big rare pieces. This coin is a reminder of cafe mornings, open-air markets, old metro tickets, handwritten postcards, and all the little moments of French life before digital times took over. So whether you're a collector searching for high-grade French coins, a seller looking to understand today's market, or simply a fan of beautiful numismatic art, the 20 centimes 1985 is a treasure worth appreciating. It may be small, but it carries history, elegance, and, in top condition, surprisingly big value. Next up, the France 20 centimes from 1969, a small but powerful golden shaded symbol of France's rich monetary history. If you've ever held one of these coins in your hand, you know exactly what I mean. It glows with a warm brass gold tone, it carries elegant French symbolism, and it stands today as a highly appreciated collectible with growing value in modern auctions. So sit back, relax, and let's take a journey through time to France, in the year 1969. The year was 1969. France was in the midst of cultural, economic, and political transformation under the Fifth Republic. The French currency system used the classic franc, and among everyday coins circulating in the pockets of millions was the 20 centimes piece. But not all 20 centimes are created equal. The 1969 edition is admired because it belongs to the beautiful Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité series, coins that carry the spirit of the nation engraved directly into their metal. On the obverse, we see the profile of Marianne, France's timeless symbol of liberty. On the reverse, the values of the French Republic swirl around wheat, laurel, and olive branches, representing prosperity, victory, and peace. A coin that looks small yet speaks volumes. One of the first things you notice is the golden shade of the coin. Although not made of gold, it was struck from an alloy known as aluminum bronze, a material chosen for strength, durability, and beauty. This gives the 1969 20 centimes its distinctive warm gold-like shine, especially when preserved in good to excellent condition. When graded with minimal wear, the coin practically glows under light, making it a favorite for collectors and photographers alike. Many buyers love the contrast between the matte fields, the crisp lettering, and the smooth edges that outline the coin's circular harmony. A high-quality 1969 20 centimes often stands out immediately from average circulated pieces. In numismatics, condition is king, and for the 1969 France 20 centimes, the difference between average and outstanding can mean a major jump in market value: $70,000. Collectors search for sharp details on Marianne's hair, clean fields with no heavy scratches, strong rim definition, original golden luster, minimal circulation wear or patina. Coins in such quality are less common today because these were everyday circulation coins used heavily across France. So when a truly high-grade specimen appears, especially one with a bright golden shine and great eye appeal, the auction world takes notice. You might wonder, why 1969 specifically? Here are the reasons collectors chase this date. It belongs to the iconic modern pre-Euro French coinage era. It represents classic Marianne artistry. It has excellent design symmetry. Many examples were heavily used, so pristine pieces are desirable. Aluminum bronze keeps its beauty when preserved properly. Combined, these factors make the 1969 coin a sweet spot for collectors, accessible enough for new enthusiasts, yet high-quality specimens are impressive enough for advanced numismatic portfolios. And now we arrive at one of the biggest questions. What is a 1969 France 20 centimes worth today? The exact value depends heavily on condition. Circulated condition, typically low value, often just $1. Good or very good condition, higher appeal to collectors. High quality, well-preserved pieces can reach much stronger prices. Extra fine to uncirculated examples. These are the stars of auctions, selling at notably higher values depending on demand, grade, and luster. In auction settings, especially specialized numismatic events, exceptional examples can achieve surprisingly strong dollar prices, particularly when the coin displays bright golden toning, minimal wear, and clear, sharp engravings. Collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia actively seek out these coins, and the growing interest in pre-Euro French currency continues to boost their market performance. In recent years, demand for high-quality modern world coins has risen, and the 1969 20 centimes fits perfectly into this trend. This coin may be small, but it represents a moment in French history. Beautiful national symbolism. Traditional European minting art. The final decades before France transitioned to the euro. And a piece of everyday life that has now become a collectible treasure. Every time a collector finds a bright, golden 1969 20 centimes in excellent condition, it feels like discovering a preserved piece of the past, a time capsule shining through the decades. So there you have it. The 1969 France 20 centimes, a golden shaded, beautifully crafted, highly collectible coin that continues to rise in value and admiration in today's numismatic world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just beginning your journey, this coin is a wonderful example of how even the smallest pieces of currency can carry enormous history, beauty, and value. Next up, the France 20 centimes, 1990 edition, a small yet fascinating piece of monetary art, especially when found in extra fine condition, just like the one we're exploring today. So sit back, relax, and let's travel to France through the world of coins. Before the euro reshaped Europe's currency landscape, France circulated the French franc, one of the most historic, culturally rich monetary systems in Europe. In this world, the 20 centimes coin held a special place. Striking a balance between small denomination and artistic design, it found its way into cafes, bakeries, little bookshops, metro kiosks, and everyday French life. The 1990 issue, in particular, sits at an interesting moment in time. Just over a decade before the euro currency would take center stage, and during a period when French coinage design celebrated national identity and values. This coin is more than metal. It is a symbol of French hospitality, culture, and elegance, truly a welcome to France souvenir from the past. What makes this 1990 20 centimes coin so visually appealing? Let's break it down. The obverse, Marianne. The face of the coin proudly features Marianne, the timeless symbol of the French Republic. She represents liberty, enlightenment, and the spirit of the French people. Her portrait is refined, classical, and beautifully engraved. A reminder of France's artistic mastery and its long tradition of symbolism in national imagery. The reverse, liberty, equality, fraternity. Turn the coin over and you'll find the national motto. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Liberty, equality, brotherhood. A motto rooted deeply in the French Revolution and the identity of modern France. Surrounding it are wheat stalks and precise typography, giving the coin a balanced, harmonious aesthetic. The golden shade. Despite being made primarily from aluminum bronze, the coin exhibits a warm, golden hue. Under light, especially when preserved well, it glows softly, giving collectors a feeling of elegance and authenticity rarely seen in smaller denominations. And in extra fine, XF, condition, the luster, details, and edges come alive. Condition is everything in numismatics, and this coin is no exception. A 1990 20 centimes in extra fine, F or XF, condition shows clear lines in Marianne's hair, sharp lettering, minimal circulation wear, strong definition in the wheat stalks, that vibrant golden tone without dullness or corrosion. Coins like this stand out immediately from bulk lots or circulated groups. Collectors know that once you move above average circulation, the rarity increases dramatically. Finding a 20 centimes from 1990 in such clean, sharp detail, a true catch. You might wonder, how valuable can a small, modern French centime actually be? Well, the answer lies in collector demand, condition, and scarcity at high grades. While circulated examples are common, high-grade extra fine or uncirculated coins are far harder to find, especially with full color, no scratches, and strong detail. On today's international numismatic market, French pre-Euro coins continue rising in interest. Collectors in Europe, the US, Canada, and Asia actively seek high-quality specimens. Coins with golden tones and attractive preservation often sell at notably higher levels. Vintage French small denominations have become popular in online auctions and coin fairs. Condition premium can transform a simple coin into a valued collectible. In auctions, XF or better examples can command significantly higher prices compared to circulated ones. Collectors appreciate quality, and they pay for it. This is where our featured coin shines. Its extra fine condition and golden aesthetic make it stand out in today's market as a high-quality numismatic piece. So why does this coin capture attention? Let's summarize. Historically meaningful. It represents the final decade before France transitioned to the euro. Beautiful design. Marianne plus national motto plus golden shade equals a classic French look. Affordable entry, high potential. Even small denominations can become valuable when preserved in top condition. Rising global demand. Collectors love French artwork and pre-Euro nostalgia. A small piece of France. Owning this coin feels like holding a memory of Parisian streets, French cafes, and an era just before enormous monetary change. In the world of numismatics, value $45,000 isn't found only in gold bars or ancient silver. Sometimes, it's found in the precision of a well-preserved, beautifully crafted everyday coin. The France 20 centimes 1990 is small, but it carries history, artistry, and cultural spirit in its golden-toned surface. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just beginning their journey, this coin is a wonderful reminder that every piece of currency carries a story. This 1990 specimen, especially in extra fine condition, is a shining example of how a simple centime can become a prized addition to any collection, and a sought-after item on today's numismatic market. Next up, the France 20 centimes from 1976, a coin with a beautiful golden shade, often found in a dull circulation tone, but admired for its truly high-quality craftsmanship and rising demand among collectors in today's auctions. The 20 centimes Marianne coin of France was part of the Fifth Republic currency system, minted before the era of the euro, before digital transactions, before the modern cashless world. The 1976 issue sits right in the middle of a critical economic decade for France, a time when the country was transitioning from post-war recovery toward modernization, and this little piece of bronze aluminum metal became a silent witness to that transformation. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin visually and historically special. The obverse features the iconic figure of Marianne, the national symbol of liberty, enlightenment, and the spirit of the French Republic. Her hair flows freely, representing freedom of thought and the strength of the nation. On the reverse, we have the denomination, 20 centimes, surrounded by the famous French motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. It's more than decoration, it's a declaration of national identity struck right into the metal. One of the first things collectors notice about the 1976 20 centimes is its distinct golden-like shade. No, it's not real gold. Instead, this color comes from its unique alloy, aluminum and bronze. Fresh from the mint, this coin shines with a rich warm golden tone, but over time, many specimens from circulation developed a dull, muted finish, a natural aging process that some collectors love because it gives the coin character. While millions were minted, the 1976 edition is turning into a standout year for collectors. Why? Because the global numismatic market is experiencing a strong revival for pre-Euro European coins, especially those with appealing designs, historical context, and aesthetic charm. The French 20 centimes of 1976 checks all three boxes. When it comes to auction price, condition is everything. A typical 1976 coin in well-worn, dull condition usually sells at modest values, but a coin with a clean golden shine, minimal contact marks, and sharp detailing. That's where things get interesting. Collectors are paying higher prices for strong luster, sharp strike, minimal scratches, even coloration, eye-catching golden tone. And when professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, this coin can jump significantly in value. Let's talk numbers. Across global auction platforms such as eBay, Katawiki, Delcamp, and dedicated numismatic sales, the 1976 France 20 centimes has shown sharp upward movement. $65,000 for coins in high-quality condition with a strong golden appearance. $70,000 for graded mint state specimens, especially MS64, MS65 and above. Some rare premium examples, especially with special toning or exceptional sharpness, have even reached higher values depending on demand and bidding activity. Graph showing rising market interest. Auction screenshots, generic style, no branding. Collectors love the 1976 20 centimes because it's affordable yet full of history. Beautiful in design. No longer in circulation after the euro took over. Increasingly scarce in high-quality condition. A perfect entry coin for new collectors. A great investment piece as the pre-Euro market grows. This is the type of coin that both beginners and experienced collectors want to add to their portfolio. In the world of numismatics, value rises based on demand, rarity, and collector interest. The France 20 centimes 1976 fits perfectly into a rising trend. The renewed global fascination with European heritage coins. As time passes, fewer high-grade examples remain. And that's exactly why today, in 2025, collectors are paying higher prices, especially in dollars, compared to what this coin sold for just a few years ago. So whether you have one in dull golden tone, or a stunning mint state example radiating shine, the France 20 centimes from 1976 is more than just a small piece of money. It's history. It's art. And for many collectors it's becoming a valuable treasure. Next up, the 1995 20 centimes coin, often hailed as a golden shade, and considered a gem among collectors. At first glance, this coin might seem modest. After all, it's a small denomination, only 20 centimes, but in the world of coin collecting, size doesn't matter nearly as much as condition, rarity, and historical significance, and this 1995 edition ticks all the boxes. To understand why this coin is so special, we have to go back to the 1990s, a fascinating period in French numismatics. France, like much of Europe, was preparing for the transition to the euro, but the French franc was still king. The 20 centimes coin, a small but essential part of everyday commerce, was produced in massive quantities, but not all coins survived in pristine condition. This is where our coin comes in. The 1995 20 centimes coin is struck in a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a distinctive golden hue, especially when preserved carefully. Over the years, numismatists often refer to this subtle, golden shade as a sign of quality, especially when the coin is free from scratches, dents, or discoloration. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic Marianne, the national emblem of France, symbolizing liberty and reason. Her profile is delicately engraved, and every line of the design reflects the artistry of French minting traditions. On the reverse, the 20 centimes denomination is prominently displayed, surrounded by fine decorative motifs. What makes the 1995 edition exceptional is the brilliance of the strike, which, when combined with the golden tone, gives it an almost ethereal appearance under light. Collectors often look at the edges, the clarity of the digits, and the overall luster, because these small details can make the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one that commands a premium at auction. Speaking of value, let's talk about condition in numismatics. Condition isn't just about looking nice, it's the cornerstone of valuation. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and our 1995 20 centimes coin in question is in truly fine condition, which means it has minimal signs of wear and retains almost all of its original mint luster. Collectors worldwide are increasingly seeking coins in such pristine condition because they are becoming increasingly rare. Even though millions were minted, most circulated coins show scratches, discoloration, or worn edges. A coin like this is essentially a time capsule from 1995. Now, why is this coin significant in the numismatic market? First, its golden shade makes it visually distinctive. Second, coins from the mid-1990s mark a transitional era in French currency, right before the euro was introduced in 2002. And third, coins in exceptional condition from this period are scarce, especially ones that have been preserved carefully over nearly 3 decades. Numismatists consider it a high-quality collector coin, and that's reflected in the auction market today. Coins like this can fetch remarkable sums, sometimes thousands or even millions of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. And for collectors, owning one is both an investment and a connection to history. Let's talk numbers. In recent auctions, the 1995 20 centimes coin in fine, golden shade condition has sold for significantly higher values than its face value, $45,000. While it was once worth a mere 20 centimes, today its rarity and quality make it a sought-after item for collectors and investors alike. Why is this happening? Simply put, demand for high-quality coins is growing as collectors aim to complete their collections and investors look for tangible, historical assets. Coins like the 1995 20 centimes become increasingly valuable. Some coins have even reached values in the high double or triple digits in US dollars, especially those certified by grading authorities. This highlights the powerful combination of historical significance, excellent condition, and aesthetic appeal. If you're considering adding a 1995 20 centimes coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Condition matters. Look for coins with minimal wear and strong luster. Check the edges and details. Tiny scratches or discoloration can significantly impact value. Consider certification. Having your coin graded by a professional service can increase market trust and value. Stay informed. Follow auction results and numismatic forums to understand current market trends. The 1995 20 centimes coin isn't just a piece of metal. It's a piece of French history, a testament to artistry in minting, and a prized item for collectors worldwide. Its golden shade, fine condition, and rising market value make it a truly remarkable coin. So next time you come across a small coin in your change, remember, even the tiniest coin can hold stories, value, and beauty that span decades. And for collectors, the 1995 20 centimes coin is proof that sometimes treasures come in small, shining packages. Next up, the French 20 centimes coin from 1975, but not just any 20 centimes. This one boasts a golden shade, is in extra fine condition, and represents the pinnacle of collectible quality in the modern numismatic market. If you thought coins were just pocket change, think again. Today's coin could fetch serious value at auctions and among collectors, especially those who treasure French currency or rare European coins. Let's set the stage. France, 1975, a country rich in history, culture, and of course, numismatics. The 20 centimes coin of that year was part of the French franc series, minted by the Monnaie de Paris, France's official mint. This coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a reflection of France's post-war economy, the artistry of the era, and the meticulous craftsmanship that went into each design. Coins like this weren't mass-produced to be collectible. They were everyday currency, yet here we are, decades later, admiring one in near-perfect condition. Now, what makes this particular 1975 20 centimes coin so special? First, the coloration. While most coins from this era have a standard silver-gray patina, this coin boasts a rare golden shade. This hue is incredibly sought after because it indicates minimal oxidation, exceptional preservation, and, for many collectors, an aesthetic appeal that stands out dramatically in a collection. Next, let's talk condition. Numismatists grade coins on a scale ranging from poor to mint state. Extra fine, or XF, means that this coin shows only very light wear on the highest points and retains nearly all of its original details. Essentially, it's a coin that has survived over 4 decades with only the slightest signs of circulation. And yes, that makes it extremely valuable. You might be wondering, how much is a 1975 20 centimes coin worth? Well, this is where the story gets exciting. Coins in extra fine condition with rare characteristics, such as the golden shade, often fetch premium prices in the auction market. In today's numismatic market, collectors are willing to pay big values in dollars for coins like this, especially when the supply is limited and the demand is high. Recent auctions have shown that coins like this can sell for hundreds, sometimes even over $1,000, depending on their provenance, rarity, and overall eye appeal. That's a remarkable increase from the coin's original face value of just 20 centimes. If you're a collector or simply curious about spotting valuable coins, here are some key features to look for. Coloration. Look for unusual hues like the golden shade seen in this coin. Detail preservation. Extra fine or better coins retain clear details, like inscriptions, dates, and designs. Weight and sound. Authentic coins have a distinct heft and metallic ring when tapped. Rarity. Some mint years or varieties were produced in limited quantities or have unique features that increase value. By checking these features, you can distinguish between a regular circulation coin and one that is truly high quality and auction worthy. French coins, Especially post-war series like this 20 Centimes, are beloved by collectors worldwide. Why? First, France has a long history of elegant coin design, from intricate engravings to classic motifs. French coins often tell a story. Second, European collectors and international buyers recognize French coins as historically significant, making them highly desirable in auctions. And finally, coins like this 1975 20 centimes are relatively affordable to start with, but as we've seen, the truly exceptional specimens can command significant sums. Let's look at some auction highlights over the last few years. Similar coins in extra fine condition with rare tones have sold at reputable auction houses for several $50,000, sometimes exceeding thousands of dollars. Collectors compete fiercely for coins with excellent eye appeal, making them not just a hobby, but also a smart investment in rare numismatics. So if you ever stumble across a golden shade 1975 20 centimes coin, hold on to it. It could very well be the crown jewel of a collection. To wrap up, the 1975 French 20 centimes coin is far more than pocket change. Its golden hue, extra fine condition, and historical significance make it a high-quality numismatic treasure for collectors, enthusiasts, and history buffs. It's a perfect example of how coins can capture both artistry and value over time. Remember, the world of numismatics rewards patience, knowledge, and a keen eye. Whether you're collecting for passion or potential investment, keep searching for coins like this, because each one tells a story, and sometimes, that story comes with a hefty price tag in dollars. Thank you for joining us on this journey into French numismatic history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos exploring rare coins and the fascinating stories they hold.